Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I wanted to share with you guys my Skin But Better routine. And so a lot of you guys have still been asking me like, what's up with your skin? Like, why does it look so bad? And I don't know how much you guys keep up with my life, but basically I use the Conair Sonic brush, and I used it on the lowest setting, which I thought was like, you know, for sensitive skin, and apparently it ripped my skin open. I still have a few dark spots from the healing. My forehead's looking a little bit better. The forehead area, it's a little bumpy, just a lot of dark spots happening. So basically in this tutorial I'm going to share with you guys my skincare as well as makeup application. And so I'm just going to start off with the first thing that I do, which is prep my face with oils. First thing that I like to take is the Body Shop Tea Tree Oil. This isn't actually the oil. This is the Anti-Imperfection Daily Solution. It's suitable for blemished skin. So normally with this product I like to focus it on areas that I have acne, and so where that is on my face is my forehead as well as my chin, and then whatever is left on my hands I just pat it around my face. So I'm actually just going to take whatever's in the dropper. Usually it's just a very little bit, like that much, and then I like to pat this into my skin. So I like clap my hands and then I pat it into my chin area, my forehead, and then firmly just press it in. With each layer of product you always want to let it dry, so I always, where's my little fan? Just fan it away. Now I'm going to be taking some vitamin E. This is by the Body Shop. This isn't necessarily the actual oil. This is the Aqua Boost Essence Lotion, and it says it has vitamin E, wheat germ oil, and biofermented hyaluronic acid from Pomical, France. Don't know where that is, but it says 48 hours, so I'm guessing it hydrates your skin for 48 hours. I take 2 little squirts of this, and again, I press it into my skin to hydrate it. And vitamin E is also really good for nourishing the skin in general, and that's why you see it in a lot of moisturizers. So basically the whole point of me doing all these steps is to really hydrate my skin, because once I apply a face product on my textured skin, it will emphasize it because it's dry and you want it to look like regular skin. And so we're gonna take Argan Oil. This is by Yes2. It's for all skin types, and it's supposed to help nourish and brighten your skin. I like Argan Oil just in general for my hair, my skin, whatever it may be. I like to take this on my fingertips, and I like to really just get into the smaller areas that I can get into with the palms of my hands. So that is like my under eye area, the sides of my nose, and then really get your cheeks, because that's where my problem area is. If you are an oily skin type, I'm normal, but lately I have been dry because of this. If you're oily and you're thinking like, oh, I don't want to use oils on my face because it's going to make me oily, that's not necessarily true, because you're compensating your oils that you naturally produce with oils that are good for you and your skin. So if you're just hesitant on using oils, just try it at night and then see how your face looks in the morning. I use this for hydrating purposes, and so it really helps me with makeup application and skincare. I also should note that Argan Oil was the thickest oil that I used, so that's why I used it after my tea tree oil, after my vitamin E, just because it was thick. So you want to go from light layers to the thicker layers. To actually prime my skin, I have 3 different primers that do 3 different things. So it's going to be a little excessive, but it is what works for me, and it is what helps make my makeup last while looking really good throughout the day. So the first one that I'm taking is a Moisturizing Primer. This is by Glossier. This is their priming moisturizer, and I basically just pop this all over my face as if it was just a regular face cream. And it's a really lightweight moisturizer that just soaks up into the skin and really hydrates it. I'm always going to pat over areas that are blemished. Other than that, I'll just go in circular motions. It's just not going to disturb my acne area or scar area if I pat it. Again, you want to make that layer dry down. The next one that I'm going to go into is more of a hydrating and smoothing primer. It's kind of a mesh in between the first primer that I use and then the next one that I'm going to use, but it's what works for me. And so this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr Primer, and I'm just going to apply 2 pumps on my face. I just like the way makeup lays on top of this primer specifically, just because it's not necessarily thick, but it has a consistency to it where it creates a layer over your skin and it just looks, like the name suggests, filtered. The next primer that I'm going to be using is something that actually helps me blur my skin, and so this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm going to apply this all over the face. Like, this is going to help my skin just look smooth, look photoshopped, and it preps my skin for my face products. Let's go on into concealers. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape concealers in medium. I'm going to take medium first. I'm going to use light medium later. And I'm going to apply this on the dark areas of my face that I just want to cover up real quick. This is my technique to hide any redness as opposed to color correcting. I just take a concealer that's like half a shade darker than me and apply this to my face. I'm still pissed off about the Shape Tape foundation range. I was talking to my best friend about it, and I feel like they could have done better, because they said that they launched like 30 shades, but it's like 15 shades in both the hydrating and matte. Now that the concealer is on, we can move on into our BB cream. I'm using the ShopMissA Perfect BB Cream in the shade medium. I tend to go towards something that's hydrating or dewy, especially when I'm breaking out or if I have texture on my skin, because when you use something that's dry, it's only going to emphasize it even more. So I like to keep my skin just looking fresh, if you will. So I'm going to use this all over my face. I also have a review on this BB cream on my channel, if you want to check it out. I'll have it linked. Now, this by all means is not going to be a full coverage look. Obviously, you could still see my blemishes, but I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Like I said, it's a my skin but better type of look and not full coverage. We're going to go in with the light medium Shape Tape now, and we're going to use this to highlight all the areas of our face that we want to bring out. And then just to rehydrate some areas on the very end of my Shape Tape under my eyes, I like to use the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. This concealer is like my favorite concealer of all time. And then I'm going to drag it down my nose, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out the concealer. On crevices of my face that I can't blend out with my blender, I'm going to go in with a brush. This is by ShopMissA. This is their AOA Studio E108. And I'm just going to get in those small areas. On the area right under my eye, I'm actually going to set it with a little bit of powder. I have the RCMA No Color Powder. And I'm going to take that on the ShopMissA E106. And I'm just going to dust right under the eyes, and then a little bit on the sides of my nose because I'm going to nose contour. Now we're going to go ahead and cream contour our face. I'm going to take the Rich BB Cream by ShopMissA, and I'm just going to put that on areas that I want to contour. So we're going to go ahead, let's see, do I want to use a brush? Do I? The good thing about this BB cream is that it lays on top of each other really nicely, so it's really buildable. So when I put this darker BB cream on top, it's just going to look a little bit more natural. And then whatever is left, I'm just dragging it under my jaw like that. I'm actually going to let this dry a little bit, because the more you let something sit on your face that's a cream, the better coverage it will give you. So I'm just gonna fan my face like this. And to actually blend it out, I'm gonna be using a brush. This is the AOA Studio F9. And I'm gonna start at my chin first, just because I always forget to blend it out, always. So I'm just gonna do it first so I don't forget. Alright, and then we're gonna do the forehead. I like to stipple it in first before I blend it out, just so that the color is evenly dispersed. And then I will go in. To blend the edges, I'm gonna take the sponge and then just run it along that edge like that. And I kind of like to bring it on my cheek a little bit, since I don't think I'm gonna wear blush today. I don't think today's a blush day. And then again, we're gonna blend under so it looks a little clean, and right here. To set the bronzer, I'm just gonna take the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I'm only gonna be doing my forehead area just because this always disappears first. So I wanna make sure it stays there. And I'm also just gonna grab this, pop it under my chin. As for my cheek area, I mean, whatever's left, I'm just going to pop it on like that. We're gonna go into some cream highlighting now. So I have the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I have the shade Moonlight, and then I also have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. So I'm gonna apply Becca, and then Custom Enhancer Drop, and then blend it out. That's so pretty! I really like applying highlight on the apple of my cheek for some weird reason. It's a phase that I'm going through right now. And then I'm taking my Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer again, popping this on the sides of my nose with my ShopMissA E110, yes. To lock everything in place, I'm just going to be applying the Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Mist. Now before I end this video, I wanted to talk about the makeup that I'm wearing. On my brows, I'm wearing my Sigma Brow Powder Duo, and for my eyes, I'm using the ColourPop Heavy Hitter palette. It's just the whole entire thing, 4 colors. And then for, what else? My lips, I'm wearing the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the color Charming. For my eyelashes today, I'm wearing the Juno & Co. number 11, and I'm also a Juno & Co. affiliate. It happened like a few days ago, so I'm super excited to share that with you guys. So definitely check out their lashes, because when I first started buying on their website, the lashes were the first thing that I got, and I was actually handing them out as gifts during Christmas. So that wraps up this video, you guys. I hope you guys really enjoy the My Skin But Better type of makeup routine. I know it's not full coverage, but it's in the title, My Skin But Better. So I hope you guys learned a few tips from this video, and as always, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.